Right guys, well hello and welcome to another episode of Crazy Carping. First of all, I'll apologise to the camera at the wonky angle. It's just on the bar right now. Found a great swim behind me. Decided to move from where I normally am by the Red Boy swim. Decided to come down here. Not sure what the name of the swim is, but did some good carp cruising already. We've got quite high pressure today. The sun's up already. It's quite bright. The fish, as I just said, are on surface, so I'm going to give it a go on zigs today. Down here for a 24-hour once again on the Lower Maynard. So let's see how things go and let's get the rods out. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see, but I've got quite a few carp cruising in front of me right now. I've got a zig out, it's not far out at all. It's quite close in just to build up the confidence. Use a nice little beak and pop up on that, so I'll show you that rig later on. But yeah, with any luck, might be able to get one out. Just a quick early morning fishery, just to build up my confidence. But we'll see what happens, alright. Right, so I've got two rods now fishing on zigs. I've had a knock on the middle one so far, but now I'm going to put out a choddy. So as I normally do, but this time I'm just going to be fishing a red squid and tangerine cork ball pop-up. Obviously carp craze foam nugget once again, just to put on there. Put both jigs out as well on the old carp craze foam nuggets. But they're not fishing far out. I'm going to bring one in a little while and change the depth on it just to play around, see what I can do. Change the bait here and there on the pop-ups. But yeah, it's looking quite good for a bite. The sun's going up quite a bit more now, so I reckon they're definitely still in the upper layers. But I thought I'd try a chod to see what happens, you know. You never know what will happen on this sort of venue, but well, let's give it a go. Alright. Okay, so I decided now to stay in this swim because I've seen quite a bit of activity. I mean, there's fish down to the left of me down on the far bank, which is quite far away. I mean, it's a good 200 yards away. There's anglers all lined up along there, so they're trying for them. But so I'll show you my zig rig right now. So I've got a 2-ounce flat pair in line, my little boom there as well, which I've normally got on OSC because these zigs are most of the time prone to tangle, so that just helps eliminate it. And now I've got a little black beacon pop up and size 10. I think it's one of these. What is it, Big T or something like that by ESP. Simple bit of silicone down there just to keep the hair nice and close. So a really nice bit of movement on there. Obviously rig foam there as well, just to for the cast, just to make sure it doesn't get caught in any foliage or anything behind me. But yeah, I think we should get all rods out there now. I'm going to put one out on a chod as I said earlier on. But yeah, I've been seeing a few fish mooching around. The big commons down to the left of me as well, which is a shame they're not down here, but hopefully with this wind being persistent it might go down to the cool breeze. But we'll see how things go. Alright. Right guys, just time for a little update. It's now 2:15. The fish moved from the left hand side. Now they've gone to my right hand side, in fact, so they've passed me. Fortunately no bleeps, but what I'm going to probably do, I'm going to have a little walk down to my right hand side in a minute. I've got some mixers with me soaked in some of the amino fish oils from BM Baits, so I'm going to go down there and trickle a few in, see if I can get a couple of fish feeding. If I can, I'll come back and I'll grab a rod and go and do a bit of float fishing. Before I do that, I thought I'd show you guys one of the rigs that I'm probably going to put out tonight. This one here is called a multi-rig. Absolutely wicked rig, pretty much a modern take on a hinge stiff. So if I show you guys what I'm pretty much doing, I've got a quarter choddy in a size 8 there. I'm using the N-Trap Soft by Corda as the main material. I mean, normally I'd never actually go for a quarter hook, but in this case I haven't really had a choice. I mean, they have probably one of the biggest eyes on them that I can find on the market for hook wise, so it passes through two pieces of this N-Trap Soft quite easily. Then there I've got a 2.5mm Fox ring rig swivel, tipped there obviously with the old red squid and tangerine cork ball pop up. Really nice and buoyant, so it's really proudly up there. Yeah, brilliant thing about this rig of course is with that loop it can aid you in changing your hook, so if it does blunt then you can easily slip it off. I mean, but if you guys are wondering how on earth does this rig actually work, well, as soon as a bit of pressure is applied and it gets pulled down, I can try and put it down. Bear with me for a second. Like that. I'll show you from here. So as soon as that pressure is applied to the hook, it all goes pulled down, and it all sits really tightly to the hook. It won't come off. It's pretty much a guaranteed big fish rig. A lot of anglers do use it now and again for these big fish, and they've had success on them. What you've got to do as well, strip back a little bit of coating just underneath here. That just acts as a bit of a hinge. As you can see there, nice bit of movement. But yeah, an absolutely brilliant rig, guys. Obviously got a bit of putty laid down each section just to really pin that rig down. As with these big fish, they are quite wary of rigs and line in the water, so pinning your rig down as much as you can really can help you. But yeah, I'm going to put that rig out tonight if I do stay here, and see if we can't get a fish on it. And there we have it, the multi-rig. Absolutely wicked rig. I mean, if we look from over top, there's barely any visible signs of a hook there, so any unsuspecting big carp coming along would really not take any notice of that. I just think it's a normal pop-up or just normal bottom bait really, but sitting over that weed or sitting over a pile of boilies, I mean, you can adjust the height of that as well if you'd wish to change the size of the loop. But yeah, absolutely wicked. Right guys, well just thought I'd quickly show you guys the Carp Craze splicing needles, or fine lip closed needles as they like to be called. Absolutely brilliant needles. You can do small baits with them, or alternatively, as the ideal purpose can be for them is to splice. So what I've got here, I've got a bulk spool of the ESP camo lead core. So in the packet of needles you actually get given 3 needles, which is extremely good value for what you pay for them. I mean, you buy something like one of the Fox ones and you're paying around £1–2, you know, and it's not worth it, because I mean, these are a lot more heavy duty than the other ones, you know. I mean, they last you quite a while. I mean, you get 3 as well in a packet, which is even better. So if you're breaking them or whatever, like a lot of people do, then you've got 3 there to mess around with. So anyhow, let's get on with showing you guys how to do a bit of splicing. All right. Right, so of course if splicing is new to you, you'll think, right, lead core, I don't know anything about it really. Well, what it is, it's more or less, it's a braided material, and in the middle there's a section of lead, hence the name lead core. So what you want to do, you want to take a good length of lead core, got around 4 inches there, you can take around 3 inches, 4 inches, up to you, depends what sort of splice you want to have. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you guys how to do a simple loop. So after taking the lead core out, you take up the excess which you had there, so then you've got a nice point where it was previously, where the lead used to be. And you take your Carp Craze splice needle. I like to insert it just above where the lead starts again. Of course, when you start doing lead core, it can be extremely fiddly. Yeah, I've been doing it for a little while now, and I still find it slightly fiddly. But do my best to show you guys how it works. So there you go. Once you've got your needle in, you work up to around, I'd say, a quarter of the way. Go back through the lead core like so, and then what you do, you simply take the tag of the lead core like so, then you gently ease it back down without losing the tag, like I just did. Can happen now and again. It is, as I said, a fiddly material. Right, so you work it down nice and easily, really gently go down, and there you go, that's your little loop formed. Lead core's out here, so then you can get your little bait needle, poke it through the hole, pull it up a little bit tight, like so. Normally, now and again, I like to put a bit of glue on the end and then slide the loop back up, but if you push for time, quick little trim there at that tag end. So then you've got no mess there. Like so. Bring it up a little bit more. Nail back through once more. There you go. Great stuff. A nice neat little loop on the end there. And that's how you splice lead core. Right guys, it's 21 minutes past 7 right now, so rods are going to go out pretty much any minute now. What I'm going to be doing anyhow for all 3 rods tonight is I'm going to be keeping one on a zig for sure, so that's going to be this little one down here. I've got half a beacon pop up there and a bit of foam underneath it just for extra buoyancy, keep it up in the water all night. And my left hand rod is going to be a nice and simple bottom bait there. It's on a blowback style rig, and what I've got on there, obviously you can see I've got a triangle with stringers there. I'm going to put around 20 baits over that on there. Once again, I'm going to have it around 40 yards out, so a little bit further this time than what I'm normally used to. And to the right hand rig, I'm going to be doing that multi-rig which I showed you guys earlier on. So that's going to go down the right hand margin, just down here. I'm going to flick a few more baits down there as well. I've been gradually feeding bait down there all day, so with any luck, I might have a night on that area tonight. But we'll see how things go, and I'll get the rods out there now. Right guys, well it's now morning, coming up to 20 to 9 now. It's been totally dead all night, no one's had a bleep. I think it's just the weather's been so hot lately. Yesterday was the hottest day so far in the year. It's probably going to be even hotter today, so another hot day, you know. Still going to persevere all day. Walk around the lake, of course, got the floaters with me still, so I might try my luck on the surface. But yeah, it's just the way it goes, you know. I was going to actually move yesterday further down, but there are people actually occupying the swim further down, so I couldn't really go down there, so I had no swim. But yeah, it just didn't fare very well at all.
and we'll see how things go tonight. Not tonight, but we'll see how things go during the day at least. And yeah, I'll update you guys later on then. All right.
Right guys, well there's been no action whatsoever really. I've got 2 rods on zigs now. The right hand rod I brought in because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a bit of surface fishing. I've got an imitation fly which I'm glugging right now in the red squid and tangerine glug. But what I just thought I'd tell you what I'm doing as well is I've got a little carp craze mesh bag here. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's a stone there as well just for added weight. So what will happen as soon as that hits the water, it will sink a little bit as well just to make sure they can all be released. So I've got a good few mixes in there which have also been soaking in a bit of red squid and tangerine glug. So yeah, let's get it out there. There's definitely a few fish cruising here or there. I don't seem to be too interested in the zigs right now, but that could all change. So we'll see how things go. Alright guys, well it's come to the end of another session again. The heat's just getting too intense right now. I decided to call it quits a bit early this time. But the fish weren't having very much anyway, they were just cruising along, you know, enjoying themselves. But I'll be back again, probably back for a few day sessions during the week. But cheers for watching guys, and see you again soon.